And hello again, my lovely girls and boys, if there are any out there. Another video I want to do before the end of 2018, kind of showing us the energies of 2019. Is his love true? Is his love true? Like in that song, Ben, I think your love is true. So let's imagine we are dealing with a man who tells you that he loves you, who tells you he wants to be with you, who tells you he will cross the ocean and climb the mountain and do anything under the sun for you. He tells you he loves you or shows you he loves you, but you doubt. Let's say you doubt. Choose number from one to 6. We're gonna look, is his love true? Card number 1, is his love true? Card number 2, maybe he promises you something and he's not fulfilling his promises and giving you all these excuses and you don't know, should I believe it or should I not? Card number 3, is his love true? Card number 4, is his love true? Card number 5, is his love true? I wonder. And card number 6, for those of you who want to contact me, please, all the information under the video. Try to get your reading in the months of December and months of January, because the end of the year and the beginning of the year are most powerful times. So let us turn it over and let us see, is his love true? Again, girls, if I tell you something you don't want to hear, if it doesn't resonate, then the message is not for you. But if it resonates and rings the truth and it's just simply you don't want to accept it, please don't put me this, because when I see this, I don't want to do no videos. It's just discouraging. Plus, I would have to block you so I don't see this anymore. You don't need that, or you don't want that if you still want to keep on hearing my messages. Now, so if it's a negative card, one door closes, one door opens. The most important, please know the truth. Don't live in illusion, because illusions are not something you want to be living. It's because you're waiting your time. So card number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, oops, it fell, number 4, card number 4, card number 5, and card number 6. Please choose one. Don't get yourself confused with 2 or more. Choose one. So let us see the answers. For those of you who chose card number 1, is his love true? Worse of waiting, worse of fighting for, worse of everything. Is justice. Is his life true? Well, what comes to justice, of course, justice is justice. So even though it's a little has a little complicated meaning, but what comes to love, why it has complicated meaning? Because justice is different for everybody. If a lion catches the cow, then it's justice for the lion, it's not justice for the cow. So, but what comes to a relationship, his love is true. Justice means no double game, no hidden anything. He is sincere. He loves you and respects you. You love him and respect him. He has your interest in his heart. You have the same. His love is true. the same time, you have to understand that you are dealing with a tough guy, who does not like very much to show you his gentleness, his emotions, and his feelings. I can tell you, it's the reliable man, and if he tells you he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. But it's not someone who shows you romantic feelings, emotions, and things like this. So, but he's sincere and he is reliable. But you have to understand, if you want to be with a man like this, because to love a man of justice is not very easy. It's a gift to love a man like this one is so straightforward, and his opinion is the only right one, and his way of thinking and his way of life is the only right one. He suppresses his feeling, but he's noble, and you can be sure that you will be protected and you will be cherished. And he is not afraid of responsibility. He always takes over responsibility since he was young, but he can hurt you by being too cold sometimes, by being too emotional sometimes. But this is the shadow of a man who has the energies of justice in him. It's like this Joseph. He can control every emotion and every feeling. It's not, you will not see passion from him. You will not see too much of gentleness, tenderness, and sometimes you will want it. And if someone like this you don't want in your life, but this is a man who will give you peace of mind in the 3D life. But if your heart wants something else and desires him to open up to you, and you know learn to teach him, if you hoping to teach him to open up, how to express his feelings and emotions, I wouldn't be doing this, because this one is not somebody like this. He's faithful, he's reliable, he's respectful. It's an ideal of aristocracy, of moral principles. So yes, he is true, but he keeps everything under the control. So decide if you want to stay there, or contact me for more information, for private reading, more information about this man. We can see what's there. Now, for those of you who chose card number 2, for not very not very positive. You can see a girl here who is sitting in this kind of stage of mood, and those 4 cups are here in different decks. This card shows a man who is sitting also under the tree on a beautiful lush landscaping, and the cup is given to him from heaven, but he's not taking it. It's a chance in love he's not taking. Is his love is true? Is his love true? The thing is that you are dealing with someone who has a strange psychological stage inside of him. There is no love in him at this point when you're asking this question, because he has everything the man or the man can wish for. All this cup are full, but it's a stage of mind. It's this, I don't want to take this gift which heaven is giving me, the chance to love, the chance to be loved. It's someone who loves to suffer, who is filled with apathy, lack of initiative, not happy with anything, and he refuses even to fulfill his own desires and dreams because he is bored, apathic, upset, or doesn't care. he doesn't see the gift in front of his eyes. He doesn't see that he has it all to be happy. He doesn't understand that in you he has this chance. But if you will try to prove this to him, that you too have a chance to be happy, unfortunately it's only gonna make it worse. So my advice to you would be, let him go, let him be, let him stay alone, and through the loneliness and a stage of hammer to realize that in you he can find true love. But so far you are giving him this fourth cup, but he's not taking it. Sometimes it's a depression, thinking that life is boring. I have seen it all, I have done it all, there is nothing else you can surprise me with. So far, unfortunately, this relationship of you two don't have perspective in the future. Again, why? We don't know. Could be for some of you this man is far away from you. He's not anywhere physically close to you, and you're hoping and dreaming that he's gonna be in your life, but it looks like it's not gonna happen anytime soon. And sometimes it's a disappointment, it's a jealousy, it's all this I don't care, it's unhappy stage of his life. He's denying everything given to him because of his own not capability of seeing what's in front of him. Sometimes he does see but refuses not to do anything about it. So just let him go, let him be, live your life, love yourself. First of all, love yourself. I can repeat it 7,000 times. Love you, forgive you, respect you, and he needs to work and live through this. And if he decides to take this chance, he's gonna come to you after he fully realizes that he wants to take this chance. But so far there is no love in him. It's not like his love is true, his love is not true. There is no love in him. There is depression, sadness, apathy, and boredom. Now, again, I'm sorry if I'm giving you the messages you don't want to hear, but I'm here to give you the messages. And if it doesn't resonate, of course, you don't have to take it. You can look other videos, watch other videos, and see what's there. For those of you, card number 3. Sometimes cards are so positive what comes to general readings, and sometimes are not very positive when it comes to love. 3 of Wands. Some of you dealing with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You have to look into this situation. This is one of the cards when you have to pull other cards to figure out. So I'm gonna tell you both of the meanings of this card. Is his love true? 2 meanings of this card. First meaning that this man has this relationship with you, and unfortunately neither for one of you, neither for him, they are very happy and easy and joyful. None for you, they are happy and joyful. So you thinking just to cut it all out and get away. He's thinking to cut it all out and get away, like he's looking afar and thinking, should I just leave and go and be free, because we both are miserable. This is one of the meanings. So is his love true? It's a fire and it's a 3. Yes, love is true, but too many complications between you, too many obstacles between you. There is the ocean here between you, so on and so on. Now, if this relationship of you two are important, then we are talking about progress and developing of the solutions of the problems, and actually deepening through those problems, deepening of the trust between you two, and deepening of the relationship between you two. So the love he has to you is true, but the thing is, you are dealing with probably a Leo perfectionist, and he expects so much from this relationship, and he just hopes that you are absolute perfection. And you know, no one is perfection. And the thing is that sometimes a partner like this, if he sees something non-perfect in you, he gets disappointment. But this relationship do have a future most of the time, 80% of time. This is a meaning of three of one. So there is a belief that this can work out. So yes, the love of his is true, and also it's the card of honest relationship, or no hidden agenda, and playing games and using each other. So his love is true. Sometimes this card even talks about engagement, but of course there are obstacles which have to be removed in order to get there. Okay, so there are lots of little things here. Of course, for if you chose this card, find somebody who you can consult and see what's there more there, so you can see the whole picture, because now we're just reading one card here. Now what we sometimes, you know, it's a man who is far away from you, and your heart is where he is. Maybe he's on another continent, and or you are far away from him, and you just want to go where he is and be with him. So obstacles there. So see how the things are gonna be. For those of you who chose card number 4, Five of Pentacles. How we all tarot readers, how we all don't like this card. The thing is that, answering your question, is this love true? I can tell you that the love is true, but again has several meanings. The thing is that the love is true, but you are suffering together. This is love suffering. Suffering which unfortunately most of the time lead to separation, because there is too much suffering. You see, this is non-traditional Five of Cups, when it's a one person asking for shelter in a winter time in this castle or in this church. But traditional decks have a man and a woman. So you love is true, but lots of suffering and lots of fighting against the cruelty of the world, probably society, probably families, so on and so on. You suffer, him suffer, and this suffering gluing you together. Why do you need this kind of love? You're not obligated to suffer. You are not supposed to suffer. You are supposed to be happy. Yes, love is true, but sometimes this love can't handle so much suffering, and it simply dies, because people need to have joy and happiness beside suffering and suffering and suffering. And unfortunately, the future of the love like this not having usually happy ending. So one of you is crying, or two of you are crying. One of you is feeling so lost and so not knowing what to do, or both of you. One is hurting, the other one is scared. Simply, it's so excruciating and so just leaving you without any power left, without any hope left. This is simply a really, really, really sad situation. And I would, of course, recommend you, if you can leave this relationship, please leave this relationship, because it's only gonna bring you more pain. You do not deserve pain. It was been enough pain for you, and you need to feel joy and love and laughter, no pain. For those of you who chose card number 5, Seven of Pentacles. Again, Seven of Pentacles. Why I always see Seven of Pentacles? And now the card of a double meaning. Seven of Pentacles is the card where you that man you're asking about, he is not sure. When a man doesn't know whether he loves you or he does not love you, whether he wants to stay with you or he wants to go away, it's like that garden. When you already put so much time in, but you don't see the feedback you want, your harvest is not as rich. And you know, in order to make this garden give you the harvest you want, you need to work a couple more years really, really hard, really, with blood and sweat. And he doesn't know where to go with this relationship, where to move. He's not sure that he wants to leave, but he also not sure he wants to stay. He's not sure he wants to make a step towards you or step back from you. He does not know whether he loves you or not, whether his love is true no matter what he tells you. He does not know. Neither in his mind he knows and understands, neither in his heart or his emotions or his feelings, because he doesn't know yet. For some of you, time is needed here in order to see where it is all going, because the work is necessary here for both of you, and he also knows that work is necessary here. And if he's the kind of a man who is lazy and doesn't want to contribute into this relationship, probably would be better for you just to leave him where he is and find yourself a King of Cups. We are having a partner who is resisting the changes. You want closeness to him, you want to be with him, but he is resisting the changes, and he's interested in this relationship much less than you are. Also, the reasons could be the subconscious blocks in him. Again, we need to look into this deeply to see what is there. But if you want progress with this partner, you have to be very patient. But you need to look into your specific situation and see, should I really wait for 1-2 more years in order to see something changing and actually moving towards something, or should I leave it? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, and if you want to wait, give yourself like 6 months. If nothing changes within 6 months, then you can say to yourself, well, I've tried, I worked hard for this, it's not going anywhere, then I need to go and find myself another garden which will give me beautiful peaches, apricots, and other wonderful fruits and vegetables, and so on. So is his love true? There is no such thing which we call love, deep emotional connection from heart to heart, from mind to mind, body to body. There is no such thing in him, no matter what he tells you. Is his love true? That love is not there yet. Probably will slowly but surely develop in him, and probably not. The situation need to be looked into, but these are the messages for you. And for those of you who chose card number 6, if he's you're dealing with a tough one. It is so difficult to love, Emperor, so difficult. But like the first card, is his love true? His love is true. The only thing, do you really have patience and angelic patience, more than angelic patience, to be dealing with a man, Emperor? I know exactly those kind of men. He is, yes, he's true, but he's not very good for a love relationship. Why? He doesn't like to show his emotions and his feelings. He is dogmatic, he's dominating, and he has issues with control. He must control, he must do everything how he wants, and he only makes decisions about everything and anything. If you're planning to contribute something into decisions about your life with him, it's not gonna happen. He is very closed by person. He's very difficult to see his true feelings and emotions. He looks sometimes so cold that sometimes he looks even heartless and soulless. He doesn't like all this loving sweetie pie, all this honey bunny stuff type of things. If he decides to be with you, you cannot turn him back. If he decides, he will be, but you need to decide if you want to be with him. He's very complicated kind of a man. Could be a fire sign, but emperor could be any sign at all, because this is an emperor. But astrologically, of course, usually it's a fire sign, areas, or it's the card of the sun, of the sun in Capricorn. Could be also Capricorn, but could be anybody. Now, the same time, if he wants, if you thinking, if it's a husband like that, you can rely on him. So if he tells you he will do this, he will do this. If he will tell you, I'm gonna be there, he's gonna be there. But also, it's not a player. This one wants to have a marriage and who wants to have a paper and wants to have you as officially belonging to him. But again, it's the tyrant. He's demanding. His heart, he's completely emotionally closed by, and even if he has feelings, he suppresses his feelings fully and totally, and he will protect what he believes he must protect. And he's very rational, so the intuition, feelings, emotions are not the strongest point of this kind of a man. But is he true? What he tells you is, if he tells you about his love, yes, it's true. So these are the answers to your questions, girls, and I hope it was helpful. And I'm saying goodbye to you so far, and remember, you are not a body, you are a soul, immortal, eternal soul, which has been living for many lives, will be living many lives. Don't work and live, and feel with your head, feel with your heart chakra. Be a soul, be love. All the most beautiful feelings and emotions and things in the world to you.